O'Brien, shalom, and thank you so much for being here, and thank you for talking with us.
Shalom, and thank you for having me.
Not that we don't appreciate you being here, but who is the insane person who recommended you come to visit Israel in August? That is the first thing I want to know.
It was a window of opportunity, and we said, let's go for it. Let's go for it. This is the time that we can go. Keep in mind, I also once went to Finland in February. I also thought this would be a good way for me to lose weight by sweating about 35 pounds.
And has that been successful so far?
It's been very successful. I was morbidly obese when I got off the flight.
So we're happy to help.
And look at me now. I'm like a male model.
In Jerusalem, never been here before, and looking out at the old city. It's beautiful. You can see all of Tel Aviv right there, and absolutely gorgeous. Went running along the beach today. That was, yes, I run.
This is quite an endeavor, isn't it? I mean, trying to find laughs in a country and in an area where everything you say can upset someone or, well, everyone.
Yeah. I wanted to subtitle this, the second title for the show was Cónain in Israel, and I wanted the second title of the show to be the show that makes no one happy. Meaning we'll just make everyone angry.
How to annoy everyone at the same time.
Yeah, I want to make everyone angry at the same time. I actually think that so far, the feeling I've had, the people are amazing improvisers. So just walking down the street and playing with people and talking to them, and they're fast and they're funny.
You've been bar mitzvahed, we hear.
What happened was I spoke to a rabbi where I'm considering converting. And
you do know what this entails in the next stage, right?
Yes.
I'm just wondering. Okay.
Yes, I do. And we came to the conclusion that maybe I wasn't ready just yet. Just yet. It could still happen, ladies and gentlemen, but I really want the bar mitzvah. So I then had a bar mitzvah immediately, complete with 13-year-old boys and girls. It was a great bar mitzvah, and I made them all put money in envelopes and give it to me.
So how many people did you rip off in this event?
I wouldn't say rip off.
Okay, took money from.
It was a spiritual event.
Anything that surprised you while you were here? I mean, something that you didn't expect?
People are horrified by my height. I don't know what that is, but, and I get that a lot, but Israelis just keep almost yelling at me, you're so tall, you're so tall, and I can't do anything about it. It almost comes across like an accusation, but maybe I'm just misunderstanding.
That's us trying to be nice.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. You're so tall, you're so tall. I think there might be people, a lot of people in the world who would think of this as a very tense place. That is not the impression that you get, and the men are incredibly jacked. Like every guy, I think, has been working out for 6 hours in the morning, and every woman is absolutely gorgeous, and they're all in love, and it really angers me. They're not wearing a lot of clothes, and it infuriates me. I can't take my shirt off because I am the whitest man in the world.
Have you?
And no one wants to see me without a shirt on. It's really, it's not good.
Wow! This is like, you don't sink at all. It's like lying on an IKEA kitchen table. Would you like to feel that muscle? Feel that. Is that strong? Yeah! Wow!
I may be in Israel the same week as President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who's been sent there to broker a Middle East solution.
Have you discovered the Holy Grail for the peace process?
You mean the answer?
Yes.
No. That's up to Jared Kushner. He'll crack this with his experience. You know, I didn't come to solve the problem. Do I know what the answer is? No. I absolutely do not. And anyone who's looking to a comedian to have the answer is brain damaged. But,
or desperate.
Or desperate, yeah. Or a genius. We might.
It's like everyone else has tried and failed. Let's try comedy.
Let's try comedy.
You met with the Prime Minister yesterday. He hasn't been meeting with mainstream Israeli media for a while. Maybe there's something you can tell us that we don't know.
He has a dog that he kept saying, give him a cucumber, give him a cucumber.
Here's sit. You must sit. You must sit. There you go.
I said to him, sir, no dog in America would eat a cucumber. If you put a gun to its head, it would eat a cucumber. They'll eat a hot dog. They'll eat, you know, they'll eat a lot of things, but they will not sit there and happily eat cucumber after cucumber. That was the main impression I left with. I wish I could tell you that I learned a lot more. His family was very nice, lovely residents, and then we parted ways. But I took an ashtray, because you got to take something.
We won't tell him that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will. He's not going to see that.
You said that you want to come here to sort of relax from the tensions in the United States, and I want to...
Yeah, I have to tell you. You have to tell you, that's the one thing that I can tell everyone in Israel is you think you got problems. Yeah, it's every day in the United States. There's a new insane story, and you know, people questioning the future of the republic.
Yeah, in her new book, Hillary Clinton calls Donald Trump, this is true, a creep who made her skin crawl. When he heard this, Trump smiled and said, I still got it.
What is the place of comedy in the times of Trump?
We have some comedians that are naturally more political. I am less political as comedians go. So,
But there are a lot of Trump jokes. I mean,
we do a lot of Trump jokes, but then I usually move on and tell a joke about, you know, a man who lost a testicle in a blender accident.
It's hard to get my hair to go down like Trump's.
Right.
Mine just wants to reach to the gods, you know? His gave up a long time ago.
I don't want to talk about Trump every day in comedy. I just don't. There are days when it feels appropriate, and then there are days when it can feel just overwhelming and enough already. So yeah, do I worry about my country? Yes, because I have 2 kids. I have a lot of people that say to me, oh, Conan, you must love that Trump is president because this is so great for comedy. And I'll say, you know what? I'll trade that for, you know, a republic that's a little steadier and a country that's a little calmer.
You may not remember this, but we met 13 years ago.
I do remember. We dated briefly. You were not impressed, and you told me to move it along.
You were too tall. You were just too tall for
I
me.
know. Again.
And, you know, you should apologize.
An obsession.
I want to, you know, refresh your memory and show
Okay.
you something that we talked about.
Okay, Yonit, this is where all the magic happens. I say magic. It's not actually magic. It's just kind of lame comedy.
So now America loves you, but fame is very fickle, and America is very fickle, and one day you can wake up and they don't love you anymore.
Well, first of all, that can't happen. It's just impossible. There's a mathematical formula. If it's 10 years for them to love me, it's now 8 years from now before they become indifferent, and then like 5 more years before it actually turns to hate. So I've still got a little bit of a run here.
13 years later, here we are.
Exactly.
So, are you worried?
Oh, not at all. I've already, listen, they became indifferent to me. We did that. But now I'm rocketing out of that. So my formula was actually correct. America can tire of me, but I could move here. And then I will work out every morning on the beach. I'll get jacked. I'll wear a Speedo.
We're going to have to do something about the name, though, because Conan O'Brien. No, we have to change that. I'm just saying.
Conan.
I'll just think of it.
My name will be Ha. That'll be my name when I move here. People will be like, Ha! I'll be like, what? I won't know if they're clearing their throat or if they just saw me. What do you do with a day? Like, Ha! You shouldn't wear a Speedo. I'll be like, I'm going to wear the Speedo. This is me now. I'm in Israel. I'm wearing the Speedo.
Obviously, you've been nurtured by network television, and it has also dealt you a tough blow, but you bounced back from that. And I wonder if the new Conan, the Conan on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, is that part of you saying, you know, to network television, I'm much happier now?
There was a crazy time, and I had to kind of reinvent myself. There's a whole freedom that's come with this new version of Conan. I get to more purely do the things that interest me. That brings me a lot of joy. And I think the internet has been a blessing because it fits my sense of humor really well.
All right. I feel like I'm going off to school. You're my mom. Can you pin a note on my jacket that says, don't bully me?
Your comedy's always been, you know, a little goofy, and I say that in the best way that I can.
No,
I mean,
goofy is a high compliment.
No.
What did I do wrong?
2 legs.
Hold on.
And you've been doing it for 24 years.
Yeah.
Is there a point where you say, maybe I should grow up, or I'll never grow up?
No, it's pretty much decided. I can't. This is very much who I am. And you got the hair. You've got this ridiculous man that looks like a Belgian woman. I am oddly proportioned with very long legs and the torso of a 6-year-old boy. As a person, I think have a lot of contrasts. I'm a deadly serious person, and I worry a lot, and I read a lot, and I'm also very childlike, very ridiculous, willing to do almost anything if it will make someone laugh. And those things are constantly all fighting with each other and bouncing off of each other, but that's me.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
It was
I hope I didn't keep
a
you...
delight seeing you again, and really nice talking to you.
Thank you.
And,
when
I
we
love
meet
your studio, by the way. Did you notice they put alcohol in the background behind me? Because the Irish guys in Tel Aviv? Yeah. Yeah,
that was unintentional.
Why don't you just hang potatoes from the ceiling, you know, and play some Irish music?
We tried that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Anything to humiliate me. And I do mean it when I say to anybody who's watching, if you see me around, get a selfie. They're very inexpensive.